Being here to celebrate, we're also here to remember. We're here to honor and remember the past, to know exactly why we are celebrating, what we are celebrating, and what it means to have freedom in a land that continues to struggle with its history of slavery, with its history of oppression. We must never forget why we are celebrating, because it took blood, sweat, and tears to get us at this point. And so we have an amazing lineup of speakers to share with us the history, to share with us what this means for us as a city, as a state, to commemorate our people's history. And so I would like to call her. What is up with my phone? Hello, can you hear me now? All right. Maybe just wants me to be closer to it, so I'm gonna be right here. All right. So the first of our speakers, I'm very proud and happy to call to the stage the Honorable Mayor Joyce Craig to give the proclamation of Juneteenth. Everybody give a hand of applause for our mayor.
Which is why I have a mask on. I just want to say thank you for... Can you hear?
Looks like it's a little bit shaky.
How about if I for being here today, and the committee that put this on, especially Kenny and Hobnod for hosting us again this year. It's wonderful to see the community support here today. We have to continue with this. Okay. So I have a resolution that I'd like to share with everyone. This yelled. Whereas President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, declaring the slaves in Confederate territory free, paving the way for the passing of the 13th Amendment, which formally abolished slavery in the United States of America. And whereas word about signing the Emancipation Proclamation was delayed 2.5 years to June 19, 1965, when General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced the end of both the Civil War and slavery in South and Southwestern United States. And whereas June 19th has a special meaning in the African American community and is called Juneteenth, combining the words June and 19th, and has been commemorated as Freedom or Independence Day for over 150 years. And whereas June 2021, the United States Congress passed the June 19th National Independence Day Act, which established Juneteenth as a federal holiday. And whereas Manchester is proud to join our nation in honoring Juneteenth in an effort to promote and enable the unity and spiritual strength that brought African Americans out of slavery and sustained their culture, dignity, and prosperity to the present day. And whereas the African American community has made a tremendous contribution to the city of Manchester. So now therefore I, Joyce Craig, Mayor of the City of Manchester, do hereby proclaim June 19th, 2022, Juneteenth Day in the city. Take the time to learn more about the significance of this celebration in African American history and in the heritage of our nation and city. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome Mackenzie Verdinier, a West High School student entering their junior year, who is also an active community member working with Young Organizers United, as well as engaging in many school activities and events. Welcome, Mackenzie. Take it. Oh, I hope you don't mind, it's not that long. I'm gonna shorten this. Okay. So, I'd like to dedicate this speech to Black joy. You see, more often than not, I'm invited to speak at events similar to this one, and the expectation is that I give to the crowd a speech on giving details about the misery and the woes of being a Black female in America. And though it is true that there are things that are hard about being Black in America, it is not true that my life is miserable.
My life is a lot of things. My life is happy, my life is messy, my life is complicated, my life is sad, but my life is important. And my life is not for your entertainment. Today I'm here to remind you that being Black is not a punishment. I'm here to remind you that being Black is beautiful. I'm here to remind you that on this day in 1865, 2 years after the proclamation was signed, word finally reached to our brothers and sisters that they were free. I'm here to remind you that today is the day that we celebrate the end of centuries of exploitation. And today, I'm here to remind you that you do not owe anyone your story or your pain. And finally, I'm here to remind you that being Black is beautiful. Being Black is a blessing. And for me, being Black is an honor. Thank you.
Amen. Let the word be heard, for the word was spoken. Let's get another round of applause for Mackenzie and all our other speakers. Black is beautiful. Thank you for taking us home. Thank you for taking us to church. Black is beautiful. African history is American history. Black history is American history. And let us not forget what we are here for. Let us always remember whose shoulders we stand upon, whose work, whose sacrifices paved the way for us to be here. Let us not forget that the work is not done. That celebration is a time to come together, to look around, to see who stands with us, to see who stands with you, to see what we can do when we come together. But it is not an excuse to stop, because the work is not over. One of the things that really resonated with me when I was listening to the 1619 Project podcast, and I highly, strongly recommend all of you whip out your phones, look on your podcast app of choice, and find the 1619 Project podcast and listen to it. Those 6 episodes, if you didn't know your history, will change your life. Because there's a lot that we don't understand about why our world functions the way that it does right now. And it is rooted in our history. It is rooted in the foundation of this country. So I want to leave you with some words from that 1619 project, which is that the idea of the livelong day, that hard work, unimaginable sorrow, unimaginable pain and loss, and undeniable hope, blood, sweat, tears, the product of people who were ripped from their families, who had to recreate their culture in a foreign land. That is the bedrock of this country. That is American history. We hear it in our music, it is in our food, it's in the ways we structure our companies, plantations, and corporations. They are the same thing. Look it up. So I want to thank you all for coming here today. I want to thank you all for joining, being a part of this community. Sometimes it can feel really isolating to live here. I grew up here, and it wasn't easy being Black in New Hampshire for a long, long time. I left because it was that difficult. I had no intention of coming back. But I'm glad that I did, because I came back to a community that continues to show up, that is grown, that continues to grow and expand and stretch and do and try to be better for our children, for ourselves, for the ancestors. So I thank you all. And I hope that you will enjoy the rest of the festival and the rest of this event. We have a large number of vendors and tables who are here to share with you what they make, what they create. And in addition to that, we have a raffle table. We have a voting table. One of the things that the planners of this event really wanted to make sure that we do is, as we're raising money, that money is not simply going back into a cycle of exploitation, but it's going back into the community. That we're able to pay our musicians, and we're able to donate those funds to a community organization that is Black-led, Black-run, Black-owned, and that is doing good work in the community. And so we invite you to come to the voting table over here. Yes, you see Rochella? Yes, and Mackenzie raising their hands right over here. So please take a moment to go ahead and vote for the community organization you'd like to see receive that donation. Also, please be sure to get a raffle ticket. All proceeds, Stephen here, gorgeous man right here with the red tickets, spinning with joy. Grab a raffle ticket. All proceeds will be part of the community organization donation fund. So please be sure to do that.
We're glad you came back.
Thanks. I am too. I am too. I really am. I am really, really glad I came back. I really wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. I really wasn't. Boston was gonna take me and beat me, but I came back. I did. And I'm really glad that I did, because I'm gonna raise my babies here. I get to see the babies that I babysat. Rome! One of my babies is here, but he's gone. Good for him. I'm not gonna point him out. But, so thank you all. I know we have another band that is slated to be here. They are here. They said at 4K. Just kidding. Our next band will be on at 4 p.m. I will be back to make some occasional announcements. But until then, please do enjoy. Please, raffle table, community voting table, and another round of applause and thank you to our speakers. Let's hear it for our speakers. And we'll be listening to some music, so thank you all. Enjoy.
Away. Merci beaucoup.
To put on this celebration of Juneteenth. So a little bit of the history. You know, the first slaves from Africa arrived in Norfolk and Hampton, Virginia, which is actually where my father's family is from. So I have a little bit of a connection with that history. Just over 400 years ago. The presence of melanin-enhanced people from Africa as slaves was integrated into the earliest days of the European colonization of what is now called the United States of America. The colonies were slave states before they were states in the so-called American Union. Slavery was part of the United States at its outset. As Nicole Hannah-Jones points out in her introductory essay for the 1619 Project, the first person to die for America's fight for freedom from England, anybody know this history? Who was it? Crispus Attucks, a black man. So African Americans have fought and died for this nation, even when they were enslaved and not recognized as fully human. The Emancipation Proclamation, as we've heard, freeing enslaved people, was made on January 1st, 1863. Well, Juneteenth, as the mayor said, short for June 19th, marks the day when some enslaved African Americans in Galveston, Texas, were told that they were free. On June 19th, 1865, which was about 2 months after Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered at Appomattox, Virginia, Gordon Granger, a Union general, arrived at Galveston with 2,000 Union troops to take control of the state and ensure that all 250,000 enslaved people were freed. To do so, he started by informing those enslaved African Americans of their freedom and that the Civil War had ended. Now, what's interesting to think about is that Galveston, Texas, was the furthest reach in the Union. So, as you can imagine, news traveling from Appomattox and Washington, where all the brouhaha was happening, could take a little time. There was no internet, contrary to what some of the younger folks might think. So news did not travel instantaneously. But still, it should not have taken 2.5 years for that news to travel. Some whites knew about it much, much sooner, but kept it from African American slaves. Why? Because they wanted that labor that the slaves provided, that this nation was built upon. The order from General Granger sparked jubilation among African Americans in Texas and resulted in generations of celebration. The celebration rings very poignant today, as in recent weeks, there have been outpourings of anger against police brutality and racism in the streets of America that makes us feel at times as if African Americans are still seen as less than human. The year following 1865, freedmen in Texas organized the first of what became the annual celebration of the Jubilee Day on June 19th. barbecues, activities occurred there. And as the freed slaves migrated from Texas, they took the celebration with them. And that is why today, all over the country, we have these Juneteenth celebrations. Although it has been celebrated since the 1800s, 2021 marked the first time that Juneteenth was celebrated and recognized as a federal holiday, as President Biden signed into law legislation on June 17th to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. Many of us hope that it is seen as a day to celebrate the beginning of the restoration of dignity to a people who've been oppressed, and a day to rededicate ourselves to the freedom of every human being. How can we rededicate ourselves to the freedom of every human being? I saw a poster on Facebook just recently that I think provides a little guidance. And it said, "Dream like Martin. Lead like Harriet. Fight like Malcolm. Write like Maya. Speak like Frederick. Dare like Shirley. Think like Garvey. Reclaim like Maxine. Educate like W.E.B. Challenge like Rosa. Inspire like Barack. And win like Kamala." So as the president of the Manchester NAACP, I would be remiss if I didn't invite you all to join the NAACP, to follow this guidance, to live into restoring the dignity of every human being. I'd like to also invite you to join us on July 1st in the City Hall Plaza for the reading of Frederick Douglass's "What to the Slave is your 4th of July." There are details over at the NAACP table. And please visit the other tables that are here. With that, I invite you to please enjoy the celebration and keep the faith, as we shall overcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, James. This woman is insanely passionate about disability and social justice, and with her eyes on liberation. We want to give a hand for Deb.
Okay, the best parts of my speech were taken. So, ad-libbing. You know, I have always thought about Juneteenth as, yeah, Texas knew about the Civil War, but they couldn't figure out emancipation until 2,000 Union troops stepped in. Little suspicious about that, right? But we know Juneteenth happened, and it has been celebrated. It has been celebrated by prayer, feasting, and dancing. Today, we are definitely feasting, dancing, and some of us are praying. That's a good thing to teach our children. That's a good thing to pass on. There was an ex-slave called Biddy.
Do you want me to hold the mic for you?
Yes, I want more, but I only got 2. Biddy Bridget Mason. She was born into slavery and was given as a wedding gift. Can you imagine being a wedding gift? I can't. Mississippi to Utah. I can't walk around the corner, but she walked almost 1,700 miles. Biddy and her 3 daughters went from Texas to LA, where they worked, they saved money, and they bought land and built a house. Biddy was a nurse, a midwife, and a domestic servant. She was one of the first black women to own land in the city of Los Angeles. But Biddy was an entrepreneur. She was bright and intelligent. Okay? Part of her land she used as temporary parking, where have we heard that word from? For resting horses and carriages. It is considered the first parking lot in LA. Now, we have another man, William Shorey. In the late 19th century, American whaling ship captain known as the Black Ahab. I wouldn't want to know him. Shorey was born in Barbados and spent his life at sea. After only 10 years at sea, he became the only American ship captain on the west coast of the United States in the late 1880s and 1890s. His whaling voyages were based out of San Francisco on the whaling ship John and Winthrop. The John and Winthrop was the only whaling ship in the world to be manned entirely by African American crews. Come on, folks, did we know that? Did they put that in our history books? Did they tell us that we come from proud stock? These are just 2 of our ancestors we don't hear about. Our ancestors were doctors and lawyers, entrepreneurs, farmers, seamstresses, scientists. They were in every walk in life. We do not and should not believe the falsehoods created by our oppressors that we are and always was second-class citizens. That is only what we could be. You see, they teach us only the few were able to rise to exceptionalism. George Washington Carver, Martin Luther King, and Rosa Parks embrace that was now and never true. We have always been exceptional people. When I was little, I asked my grandmother why we should celebrate that Crispus Attucks was the first black man to die in the Revolutionary War. To my young mind, celebrating somebody who died first in a battle was not a reason to celebrate. My grandmama, she sat me down and told me that's not why we should celebrate. That black man was the first black man to speak out against oppression. He died in a battle fighting for what he believed in. I remember that day as the beginning of my journey for collective liberation. Our ancestors understood we were free, but not liberated. Many have said liberation is a sprint, is not a sprint, but a marathon. We have been on one hell of a marathon. However, it's time for us to finish the marathon. There's plenty of work to be done. I invite you to join me, to join us in the work of our liberations. Our ancestors are supporting us in their wisdom and cheering us on as we continue to do the work they started. Join us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Testing, testing, testing. Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Juneteenth 2022. I am your MC. My name is Grace. And I love the sound of my voice on this thing. Okay. So, in addition to celebrating together, we have also had a raffle. Folks have been getting raffle tickets and putting your name in. So be sure, grab your raffle ticket because we are about to call the raffle. Can I have somebody let the folks on the inside know that we are about to call the raffle? It is raffle time. Prizes. Love them. Prizes. Kenny. Excited. I love it. Okay.
Great job, Kenny. Great job.
Great job, bud.
Sorry. I will not stand in front of the speaker. I will stand right here. I'll look right there. All right. So we are did we let folks know on the inside that it is raffle time? All right, folks on the inside know that it is raffle time. So we are gonna call our first raffle. What do we got for prizes, Mackenzie?
All right, so it looks like we have a membership to the Palace Theater and a book by Black by Deborah Willis. And the winner is...
Dun 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 dun. That's my... Who's it gonna be? We've got 1996107. 1996107.
Hold on one moment.
1996107. Do we have any takers? I see long strips of red, nothing. 1996107. 1996107. 1996107. No, okay, all right. Next.
I have like a second roll that I'm supposed to keep track of. Go for it.
All right, okay, hold on. We're looking. No, we need another one.
Oh,
yeah. There's no one has this ticket. So I need another. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that ticket. We're going to pull another one.
I was confused.
That is all right.
We're really good at what we do.
Yes, we are professionals. 1996084. 19960. Yes, we have a winner. Okay, gotcha. Good to know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, come for your prize, my friend. All right. All right, first winner. Congratulations. Yes, yes. And for all those of you who are getting a book, Young Organizers United is doing a reading challenge. So be sure, Mackenzie will give you the details.
Yeah, we have a social media and Instagram page, I think. Look us up, y.o.u_nh. And we're doing the million hashtag read with you. Yeah.
Yes, Mackenzie. Great job, Mackenzie.
Thank you, hashtag.
What was it?
Yes, hashtag read with you, like capital Y-O-U.
All right, yes. So hashtag read with you. So read and then put it on social media and hashtag it so we can keep track, keep supporting our young people. All right, what is the next prize, Mackenzie?
All right, so we got a certificate to Chunky's Cinema in Manchester and a 3-month family membership to the YMCA.
Ooh. All right, Chunkies and the Y. So you can get chunky and then you can burn it off. Good times. Wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, YMCA, right? No, YMCA. Yes, so burn off the chunk. Okay, 6238. 6238. Anybody? 6238? No? No? Yay! All right, congratulations.
Yeah, free rock.
Enjoy. Nice. All right. All right, next prize is...
What is this? I don't know. We're gonna figure it out.
Oh, this is the lawnmower.
Lawnmower. Exciting.
Love it. Who has a lawn? Oh my God, you have a lawn. Oh God, I hope you win. All right, we've got number 6375. 6375! Yes! The ultimate dad gift!
You can take it. Sit down, I'm not grabbing it.
It's 6375.
6375. The lawnmower is yours. Woohoo! Is it gas powered or is it electric?
I think it's gas.
Gas powered. Yes. Awesome. All right. Fantastic. I'm loving this. Loving this. This is how we. And I just learned from the raffle tickets, we have raised over $200 to donate to our community organization. So if you haven't voted yet for our Black-led, Black-owned, Black-run community organizations, please come over and put your vote in the jar so that money can get donated.
I'd like to say I'm part of the YOU, the Young Organizers United. That's capital Y-O-U. That's the one I'm in.
You don't vote for Mac, you're whack.
Don't be whack, vote for Mac. Thank you.
All right.
The next item. The next prize on our docket is a AC unit for those hot summer days.
Which is not today, but those days are coming. So, our prize for the AC unit is 6294. 6294. Do I hear a 6294? My God. No?
Pressing.
All right. That's all right. That's all right. What we got next is 5933. AC unit for 5933. 5933. 5933. No. Going once, going twice. All right. Next one. 5879. 5879. Are you here? 5879. AC unit.
I am not grabbing it to you.
We will bring it to you. Don't you worry. It'll come. You'll get it. You will pick it up and you will take it. I hope you drove here. All right. All right. Awesome. Woo! Free stuff. Love it.
Okay. Here we have the NAACP membership and 2 books. One is Simon/Brady fan. No? Just 2 books. Wait, is that the one that I picked? Oh, that's the one that I picked.
Mine and yours.
Okay.
Right, so the membership to the NAACP and 2 amazing, incredible books. First number is 6022. 6022. Are you in the house?
Hey, that's me.
6022. Oh my God! Beautiful. Yes. Gorgeous. Wonderful. Thank you. What's next?
This is a $200 tattoo gift certificate to an artist of choice and hand-sewn bag and a book.
And remember, when you read this book, hashtag
Read with you.
Read with you. YOU. Read. All right. So for the tattoo and a book, we've got 6128. 6128. Are you in the house? 6128. Going once, going twice. All right. 5851. 5851. Get a tattoo and a book. 5851.
That is Josh Wilson, who's not here.
Oh, sorry, Josh. That's all right. Next time.
I told a bunch of families.
Oh, wait. So you're gonna give it to him?
Yeah. I'm gonna take it for him.
Okay. So Josh Wilson, 5851. Woo! Oh. 5851.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, all right. Awesome. All right, is that it? All right, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for participating. Thank you for buying tickets. Remember, please, if you haven't already voted, please do vote for the community organization that we will be donating all of these these raised funds that we have, that you also generously given. So please do remember to donate. I have no idea what she just said. But yes, so please don't forget to donate. And also, I apologize, because one thing we want to make sure to do is, as we are running towards the end of our event together, we want to make sure to thank some of our partners and folks who have donated. So one thing I want to be sure to say as I call up my notes, because I am righteously prepared. So one thing we want to do is thank our legacy partners. These businesses and organizations are not only committed to bringing Juneteenth to Manchester, but their ongoing partnership has also helped support other organizations doing important work in the greater Manchester area year-round. And so we want to give many thanks to the Greater Manchester Chamber, the NAAC Manchester, Vasquez Law, and Will Stewart, Alderman for Ward 2. So thanks to these generous partners, we've been able to raise over $400 for our community donation recipient, which again, a reminder to us all, please do donate. Please vote if you haven't already. So please be sure to do that, and then the proceeds from the raffle and their generosity will be rewarded to our community donation recipient. We'd also like to give a shout out to this year's business partners, the YWCA, Cat's Tail LLC, and the Nature Conservancy. So many thanks to them for their continued generosity and support of this event. So thank you all. We are going to return to the music. I believe it is literally it. It sure is. We're going to return to the... I think we're going to do one more thing. Oh, are we already chosen? Okay.
People still voting?
I'll come back and do it. Okay. So please be sure to vote. I will be back with our final closing remarks, and we will announce the winner of the community donation. So if you have not voted, please vote, and I will give it back to our band. Thank you so much, everyone.
Hey!